Episode of Trouserman Tries. Today we're playing Endzone, A World Apart. So let me tell you a bit more about what the game's about. Endzone is a post-apocalyptic survival city builder where you will start a new civilization with a group of people after a global nuclear disaster, build them a new home and ensure their survival in a shattered world threatened by constant radiation, toxic weather, sandstorms and droughts. All very scary. First of all, let's sort the audio out. Game volume. Right, let's stick with that. Let's get that down to that. Because I'm not deafening myself in my headphones. Music, really music that loud. Game volume to that. Right, let's see if that goes. In fact, what I'm going to do, I'll leave that for the time being and I'll change it in game. Boom, boom, boom. Right, let's see if to that. Right, let's go new game. Right, survival mode. We have lots of different options. We've got normal, we've got easy, where threats are reduced, and we've got relaxing difficult where there's pretty much zero threats. And you can have a nice just build, and we've got build mode where there's pretty much nothing. Or you can go into the normal, hard, Iron Man mode type thing, or no trees whatsoever, which is even worse. Because this is just a Trouserman Tries, I want to have a bit of fun, not played it that much. I am going to go with a relax and discover, because that's what we wanted to do. It's about discovering the game. Let's go to next. I'm not even going to look over that. Next, confines. No. Why the devil not? Right, start game. Let's wait for it to load. That's disappointing. When I first loaded this game up, there was a great
This looks like a good place to settle. You know what we learned in the Endzone. Basic needs come first and foremost. We have to build up a water and food supply, and then...
Okay. Right, so I'm just going to go into audio a second. When I first loaded the game up, it kicked into a cutscene, really nice cutscene, explaining about what the Endzone was and how past 100 years, 100 years ago, humanity destroyed the world, and now we're going to rebuild it. I was hoping it would start with that again, but it clearly didn't. But anyway, we'll carry on. So we'll continue. My first question is that what's the Endzone and why have we left it? So we've left the Endzone. What is it? Why have we left it? Well, I want to know. And why have we left it with literally just what looks like a really old wreck of a bush? You know, that's kind of my first question. Right, so what we've got up here, we've got water, we've got food, we've got wood, we've got scrap, we've got tools. Tools are important, increase settles productivity, radiation protection, healthy radiation, so radiation surrounding environment when they move around, okay. Medication, we've got any of that. We've got no cloth, we've got no metal, no plastic, no electronics, and no coal. Average health, average healthy. Rich food, number of different food types could call it being stored at settlement. The provision of a large number of types of food together with herbs keeps settlers healthy. Okay. Got no radiation. Average confidence. Low confidence slows down population growth. Settlers can cheer themselves up in community buildings. We've got 5 children. Hang on, what's it? So, children keep their families to transport children help their families to transport food and water to their home. Next, children to become adults. Okay. I'm assuming green is how far down the line they are. I'm assuming that. Adults. Okay, and we've got knowledge. We don't have a lot of that. So, I've had a brief look at the children. First, we're going to do, as a nice lady said, we're going to. So down here we've got stats, resources, production limits, professions, building and tasks. Let's have a look at what's going down here as well. So we've got weather and time of day, radiation. So that's click display, terrestrial radiation. Okay. We've got soil moisture. Okay. And we've got local attractiveness. Pretty much grey, you know. So there's a little bit of one. Let's look. Hang on. So unattractive, neutral. Okay, we'll take that. So basically everything's neutral, and that is negative. So that is our bus is negative. That's interesting. Okay, and then we've got electricity, zip, and we've got building condition. We haven't built anything yet, have we, sir? Oh, okay. So that's first of all. Then let's come off of that because that's not open. We want a jetty, and then we'll settle us to collect water. Okay, so we're going to go. Let's see if I can remember how to do this. How do we rotate? Hang on. So we need to. Is it R to rotate? No, it's not. Oh, it is R. Like that. Okay. So now we've built that, so we need to assign professions. So we want them to build it. So we need a builder. Let's go with one builder for the time being. Let's go with two to get that built. Okay, so hopefully someone's going to come and build it. Let's me unpause it. So the name I'm going to do is water tower. Water tower collects water and stores it. Okay, or because electricity, we can't build it because electricity. A cistern. Cistern collects water, collects and stores water. This building requires a jetty, a well, or a rainwater collection to function. Jetties and wells are preferred collectors as well. Okay, so we build that and we can stick that kind of. If we spun that right next to the old jetty, can I spin them up, man? Yeah, I can. Okay, that's that. Okay, so we've got that. Right, let's unpause the game. Okay, and hopefully people do that. So then, if I then go to people and go water carriers, we want 2 water carriers. Right, so what do I do now then? Let me have a look. So notifications, game log, survival guide. Let's look at survival guide. Professions. Individual settle. So freely available settlers will not be assigned to profession. Do not remain idle. Their transport. They can also carry out tasks assigned to them. Tasks. So tasks can be assigned to freely available citizens to gather specific resources or do any settler can. So if we go then, right, so gather wood, a single task. So gather wood. So settlers begin to gather wood located in an active work area. So okay then, active work area. Resources. So we're going to go. Okay, let's just have a. We want resources. We want workshop tasks. There we are. Right, okay. Right, so we want to gather wood. We need to gather wood. So where do we want to gather wood from? I'm thinking, where are we going to build? Where are we going to build? So if we go and gather wood from. Oh look, it tells you how much wood you get. So if we go there, gather wood from there, and gather scrap from. Where's the scrap area? If we kind of clear this general area here, there. Now, hopefully, every available citizen now should go and do that. What are they? Billy goats. Okay. Okay, so they should gather scrap together. Right, he says. Okay, so no notifications. Just check, make sure we're recording. I normally use OBS Studio, but today I've started to use Streamlabs OBS. I'm just having a quick look to make sure it's actually working. Right, okay, so that seems to be doing its thing. Right, so what can we build now? Let's go to resources, food, cultivated field. This allows cultivator provides food for farming crops. I think we need to do that. So let's go with, let's put a field down. So we put a field down. So we want to have a look at cultivated field, soil moisture. So dried out. So I think that's not dried out. That's worrying. So where should we put it out? I'm not sure what to do on that one because that says it's dried out. So if I put a cultivated field there, but it seems to be drying out quite a lot. This is drying out the longest, the slowest. So if we put that like that, so let's just scroll down. So let's have a look. So where's it telling me I can place it then? Okay, this is a bit worrying. Where do I place my field? Here, hang on, because it's all dried out though, isn't it? So let's go with. I'm not sure whether this is right. Let's tell you what we'll do. Let's consult the old survival guide. What are we going to do? Hunger, professions, construction, buildings, streets. Okay, so we can place streets. Hungry settlers, forest plants, gatherers, hunters lodge, fishing hut, seedlings, cultivated field. Farmers plant crops that seeds need to be sown. Right, change seed. Other seeds can be put on the waiting list. Okay. Right, it doesn't give us an idea how to be. So what we are going to do, considering that's looking a bit diabolically bad, what we'll do is we'll come off of that, I think. And can we fish? Fishing hut. Let's see if we can catch some fish. Where can I put said fishing hut? That's a really good question. Turn it around. Okay, let's see along with that. Okay, let's get that built. Shall we see if we can build a street? Why the devil not? Logistics, dirt road, faster progress. So we go dirt road from there. Oh, is it only that? Oh, that's interesting. Why can't I do that there then? Like that, and then like that. I want to do like that. Should we have a street going directly down from here? Out to there. Okay. Righty then. Okay, so that's that. Resources. Okay, so a forest and lodge will plant stuff again. Scrapyard. Scrapyard collects scrap from the ruins in a predefined zone. Power consumption. Local attractiveness. So if I put a scrapyard down, power consumption. So where do we want to put it though? We put it kind of there. We want to put it fairly kind of close, don't we? I would have thought. Line it with the street there. Let's put a forestry lodge. Forestry lodge can be either cut down trees to produce wood, or plant saplings, or do both. See if we do kind of a forestry lodge next to. What's its attractiveness? Come to think of it. Hang on, so what's its attractiveness? -2 attractiveness. We're going to put that near that, don't we, really? Let's rotate it around. And let's kind of put it there. What we can then do, let's go to logistics. And let's see if we can put a little road down. Wait, let me put a road down there then, like that. I'm assuming that it don't like the... I don't want that there, did I? Okay, it's going to go there anyway, isn't it? So then, I'm assuming this is saying that there's radiation there from the trees. Okay. It's a tad concerning, well, you know. Oh well. We'll find out what negative that effect will have on people. Right, so we've gone to dry. So that needs to be built. Okay, so do we want to assign more people to? Right, so let's assign some more people to things. I do like this. This is really, let's put more water carriers on. We'll assign 2 fishery people. We'll assign a forester. That gets us out. That takes out people into it though. So we've got 1 spare settler. We want that on that. Let's take the water carriers down. Let's see if a couple of people spare. 3 water, because water is. Okay, we've not got a lot of that. Okay. Let's see if that person's spare and to do with, and they'll just gather what they need to gather. I think. I hope. Okay, so let's speed it up a bit as well. So a closer look. Let's not do it. I want a closer look actually. So there are currently work. So let's have a look over here. So this is radiated ground, I assume. So therefore, does that mean they're going to get radiated? That's not very good, is it? Oh well. We'll see what effect that has on it. Let's have a look in the old survival guide. See what the survival guide says. Radiation. Radiation is one of the most prominent threats to settlers. Whenever possible, should not be exposed to high level radiation. Toggling to radiation heat map because current levels of terrestrial radiation visible enables an eye to be kept surrounding contaminated areas avoided. Settlers exposed to radiation. So, am I thinking? I'm just going to hit pause. Have I put that in the wrong place? I start building that yet. Scrapyard. So if we go to, I'm looking for. That's electricity. Radiation. That's radiation. So that's the radiation hotspot. So I've put them in the wrong place, haven't I? So what we're going to do, we are going to cancel construction. Cancel construction. Alright, because let's have a look. So if I then do that again without trying to kill everybody. What am I doing? Resources. Scrapyard. Let's put the scrapyard there so we don't actually kill anybody this time. So let's put the scrapyard there, away from the radiation, because that would be sensible, wouldn't it? Forester's Lodge can go. Where's it? Forester's Lodge can go on the back, I think he says. If we go rotate. Oh, do I want to put the forward? Do I want to spread it out a little bit? Because let's put the Forester's Lodge. Okay, so the Forester's already. Let's put it down here actually, up there like that. Perfect. Right, so then we want to go to logistics and go. I do like this interface. It is very easy to use. Right, let me do that. Hang on. Okay, so that's how you do it like that. Then does it like that? Okay. Like that. Okay. I do like this interface. It's very easy to use. You click once, and they like. I get it. You click once, and then you drag. It's very easy. It's very easy to use. I do like that. Okay. So let's come off the radiation zone because that's a bit depressing. Nope, we don't want to do that. Right, let's unpause it. What's wrong with you? Let's come off the dirt road as well. Come on. You have got a problem. So. This is a question mark, but I don't know what a question mark is. So game log notifications. So what does a question mark mean? I wonder. What are you trying to tell me, game? There we are. And question mark needs ruins. Right, okay. So you're completely out of that. So if I go. It's quite scrap. So you right? Okay. So I get it. So what were you then? Right, so if I click you, and you are gather scraps, if I so if we change field of work, now they've cleared the scrap from there, so let's move the field of work to there's our scrap together. Nice scrap together there. Okay, let's get rid of, is it gone? Ah, right, okay, fine. I think I get it. Okay, so the question is then if I get you off, why can't you be gathered? Main view. So why can't I gather you up then? It's a tank. So why scrap pile? That's a question, isn't it? I wonder. That's a question. So why aren't you being built? Okay, we'll find out, because that's. I wonder if that needs a scrapyard to do it. Okay. Alright, okay. Right. So. Okay. Everything's gone yellow. So they're building these roads or what? Or have I just not got enough villagers? People. So we've got 3 people, so let's put them on builders. Let's max the builders out. Let's get these builders working. Let's go a bit quicker as well. Water is still not looking great. Okay, fish. Food is looking not fantastic. We don't really have any spare people, do we really? 1 spare settler, so is that scrapyard finished yet? So still building it, okay. Stopping that, so I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to get rid of that. Okay, that'll give me 1 spare settler. Let's builders on that. Water carriers. I want 1 on there. I'm going to take 1 off building and put 1 off there. Okay, we've got no spare people. They're quite mellow filling that up, so water's picking up. Food is only off what we've got reserved. So we need we need food next, I think. Notifications, we haven't got any food. Food, we need we've got fishing, hunter's lodge. Workers move faster. Hunter lodge can be hunt for wildlife. Do we want hunt for wildlife, or do we want to crops? Let's try crop first of all. Let's try crop. Let's have it out here somewhere. Green seems to like it like that. 6 by 8. Can we do 8 by 8? Right. So then we need somewhere to work it, don't we? So we need to go here. I do like this little interface. It is very, very good. Let's take a builder off and put them on a farming. Let's choose a seed. So we've got. Let's have a look. So carrots, grow time 1.5 seasons, 192 food. Or that's 2. Squash takes longer, but you get more for it. Let's go choose carrots. Tell you what I'm also going to do. I ain't got the people for it, but I think I'm going to build a hunter's lodge because there's goats running around. And it will be a shame. So we want to go with resources. Let's go with a. Is it going to be resources? Is it going to be food? Hunting lodge. Hunting. What's your negative in hunting lodge? So hunter. So where do we want to put the hunting lodge? Does it give you any idea to put it? So if we put if I stick the hunter's lodge here, is that going to annoy anybody? Go on there. Yeah. Okay. So might as well get it built. Orchard, gatherer's cabin. A gatherer's cabin from plants in the forests, which we're quite mellow chopping down. Let's have a look at you. I want you to be cut down and reforest is fine by me, and you are on nearby resources. So hopefully you'll gather that, but then I might need to move you. Okay, I think I get it. Oh, okay. A little bit. So let's look at housing next. So that's Shelter. Let's build some housing, shall we? How many? Right, let's look at cabins. That takes. How many people does it where settlers can live? 2 adults and 3 kids. So we've got. Oh, we've got a notification. Homeless. Yeah, we know that. I'm ahead of your game. Right. So if we go. How do we want to lay it out, me wonders? I wonder. Let's scroll that a bit. So let me pause it as well. Let me pause it so I don't gather myself. Well, 15 housing. Okay, so how do we want to gather? Do we want to go? I've got an idea. Believe it or not, I have an idea, which is not that. If we go there, 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 spin it round and go there, there, and there. That gives us. That would give us 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. We've got, yeah, we know about that, mate, go away. We've got 12 adults and 3 kids. So that would give us 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Hopefully that's enough, he says, hopefully. If I've got my maths right, that should give us enough. So if I go down to, where am I now? Logistics, that's it, dirt path will do for the time being. Click once and drag it, yeah. They want housing for 15 people. Okay. Right, so let's unpause it, hopefully they'll crack on with that. So what's going on here? So let's have a look at this, so let's have a mo. So you are full, you're full, so what are you? Rainwater collector. What's your limit? So what's wrong with it? So it's full. So do we need to build another water pump? Constantly filled is the water pump is constantly filled with water and can be consequently shorter to travel to obtain water. Food station is stocked with food, shortens routes to food intake. So these are well-being things or what? So do I want to build a water? Let's build a water point. What it does. If I build a water point, if I go rotate, rotate. Okay, that does that there. We know we're short of people there. Hunter. So do we want to reduce the? Let's cut down the water and let's put a hunter in there. Logistics. Ah, okay. It's interesting. Let's take that from the water carriers and put one into logistics. Transport requires diversity. Right, so right, so they go from source to right. So what do you want? Nearby resources, hunt and capture, hunt and then we want. Right, okay. Right, okay. Now I get it. So. Oh right, so if we go, let's look. I get it. I understand that. So if we go kind of here. Okay, cool. I like that. That's good. Right, so that's the work on that. So change your field of work is you've got plenty to crack on with there. Now I get it. I do like this. Yeah, I know about that. Thank you very much. Now it makes sense. So do we want to now just a food station? We want to put a food station. Where do we want to put a food station? Because I want to create a little set of houses there. It's raining as well. So if I go rotate, rotate, rotate. So we put it on the main road, the main dirt path. And pop you there. Okay, you're full. So okay, we've got rich food. We've now got unassigned workforce, so let's get these assigned somewhere. So we've got 2 spare people. We're full on water. Let's stick one to the farmer and let's put one on what we're short of. Wood, we're doing okay. Tools we can't get at the moment. Radiation protection. Let me think. Let's put you on fishing because let's put you on scrap actually, because okay. In fact, no. Let's put you on scrap. See what that does. Okay, so we've got how many houses are we short of here? How many times we've got 5 people. Homelessness is 5 people. And 5 settlers. See the building. What happened there? You're building it, you're knocking it down. Okay, that's done. So that's down to. Okay, they're homeless. Okay, I know about that. Down to 3. Hopefully, we've got an odd number of colonists here. That's going to be a pain, isn't it? Okay, so I want to go over to. Let's go to build another housing and a cabin. So where are we going to put this cabin? Can we fit? You can't fit you in there, can we? So if we do another set of houses, from trying to work out. I'm trying to get like little streets going here if I can do. Let's back you onto there. 1, 2, 3. Let's go to logistics. Let's go to dirt bath. Click once to there. Click once to there. Click once to there, and click once to there. It's very, very nice and easy interface in it. I do like it's very easy to use. Unclick that. We've got a market. What markets? Just amass all resources from the surrounding areas to have available to settlers. This is the market. So, do we want a market? Oh, I don't know. Let's have a market. Oh, that's massive. It's huge. So it increase our confidence. Send people aware. Assign the logistics and mass all the resources from the surrounding area to make it more available. So, right, okay, I'm not going to do that quite yet because that's massive. Okay, let's not worry about that for the time being. Electricity, power. We don't need that yet. Okay. Everybody's happy. That's nice to know. So we've got no homeless people. We've got spare houses, which is good. How are you getting on? Nearby resources. You are okay. You're doing nice, fantastic. Okay, that got a bit too high then. Alright, so what do we want to do next? So you've got to be working at, yes. So you've got a food station. Let's go to our spare people. We haven't got a lot of spare people, have we? So let's take one off scrap and assign you to. It's a juggling act, isn't it? So why aren't you appearing on there then? So number of this professions is a settlement. So you want workforce. So why can't I see you on there then? No workforce. Open. Click on the worker disposition or assign directly to this building. However, resources. Right. Oh, I get it. Right, I understand. So basically, for every logistics building you have, you need a settler to do it. So that makes sense. So I've got water carrier, food carrier. Right, that makes sense. That's the basic. Every time I build one, I've got to assign somebody to it. I do like this interface. It's so easy to use. Got 3 builders, so we can probably. I wonder if in other games with like this type of thing, you'll get a builder and they'll become better at the jobs as they do it. I wonder if that's the case with this. Position. I wonder if they get any. So let's go to this person here. It doesn't suggest. It doesn't suggest they get any better at doing what they're doing. So it doesn't suggest that if I take them off build and stick them on something else, it's going to have a detrimental effect on them. So we'll ignore that. So if I go to here, and if I then I can take one off building, Where are we short of? Water's no longer saying it's supposed to go to here. That's okay for the moment. I might build another system. I might build another one of them. We're wood is food reserved. Let's have a look. Scrap and wood. So where should we put them? I wonder. Or let's leave on one walk. Let's see what else we can build to make this life better. Community. Should we have a? We don't really need a community building at the moment. A cemetery. Nobody's dead yet. Pub. That's a certainty. Got to build a pub. You can't have a. Yeah. Not that we need it, like, but no, that would be a technology. Expedition station. Sends explorers out to collect resource objects. Locations on the map. Research station to perform post-tech. Let's have a research station. God, that's massive. Where are we going to stick that one? That's huge. Okay, why can't you let me build it there? Why are you not letting me build it there? What are we doing wrong there? That's covered. That's because it's covered something in there. UK. Okay, something there it can't do. So that's massive. Let's stick you there. So if we then get a dirt path as well. Dirt path. I do like this game. That's annoying. I'll put a dirt path down there. Okay, I'll get somebody cracking on that. We've got you've still got plenty resources together. You've still got wood together. That's good. Everybody seems to be happy. Let's speed up a little bit. Right, so let's have a look at it. We're in season 4, which is uncontaminated rain. Got a drought coming in season 8. Okay, so that suggests to me that we need to get another. Another thing. Whereas I couldn't water. I think we need to get another water tower. Water. So that uses. We haven't got to take. So that uses plastic bottles. We ain't got plastic. We can't do that because we ain't got plastic bottles. And that's we're short on the ones in red. So we're short. We can't do. Hang on a second. So we're short for that water tower of coal and plastic bottles. We can't do that. So what are you? Rainwater collector. We're short of plastic. We need plastic bottles. A well. We don't need a well. Irrigation plant. Create soil moisture. So irrigation plant increases the soil moisture with its range of influence over time. This process consumes water. So we want to do that. We really want to do that, don't we? Because we want to make sure we're moist. So if I put that there, that's going to need rain. What you're telling me that oncoming drought. Okay, so we need to irrigation. So we want to put an irrigation plant. Where me wonders? Because where are we going to plant? Where are we going to put our next set of crops? I've squashed them together a little bit, really. So we put something kind of like, let me rotate it. So if I put it kind of like there, I wonder. Can I get it there? If I put I'm trying to get it so it covers that field. And allows me to put another field here. So I'll put you there. So you need plastic, so I can't put you there at all. That's a plan. I think I should look at, shouldn't I? Now you need plastic. Okay, so we need to build another system. So I want to put you. I'm going to put you just there. And I'm going to get a dirt path rather. One click to there, and then one click to there, and then that goes up there like that. Okay, let's get food. Let's get another. Let's put another farm down. Let's see what happens if I bolt it next to this one. So let's go to that one. Let's see what we can do with this one. So choose seed. So we've got carrots in that one. So we put pumpkins in this one. This is, yeah. Okay, so that's got 2 carrots. So now we've got another farm. The farmers will both do that. Okay. You, what's your cost? Plastics again. I'm not looking at what again, so let's cancel that. I didn't look at what that was, then did I? So let us cancel that because we don't have the resource for that. Stupidly, I should have thought about that, shouldn't I? Really. So because you require technology, you require plastics, you require that. So how do we get this stuff then? So recycler recycles metal, cloth, or plastic electrics from scrap. Right, so we need a recycler, don't we? Then so, but I bet nobody else living near you. Okay, that makes sense. So let's stick you over here then. So let's go. Rotate, rotate, rotate. Oh, come on, Flash. Think what you're doing. Right, come on. Try this. Let's put you there. So I assume we need to go rotate, rotate, rotate. Bang you there. Okay, what else is there? Tailor's workshop makes clothing that settlers protects us from radiation, but you need cloth. Where do we get cloth from? A herbal hut. Gains herbs from the forest can use to improve settlers' health, but you're going to need people. Hang on, what are you remembering about now? Stockpile water. I think the first thing we need to do is go down to it. Yeah. Okay, let's take. Let's take somebody off that. Assign it to there. I want to bust my water carriers up because we're going to need that. Okay. We've got a drought coming there. That's to last the whole season. Because they're close to that's interesting. Yeah, because they're unattractive because they're near that. So that's still too close. So what's the area of influence for that then? I wish it'd give you an area of influence for what that is. Or is it because they're next to that? Could be it. Okay, so that should give us plastic, he says. That should then give us. That's giving us cloth. That's getting cloth. Okay, fine. Okay, you are all types of food. You're stockpiled. You're stockpiled with water. Okay. You're stockpiled. So hopefully people in theory should start using them, shouldn't they? He says. Let's have a look at them. The food stations. That's the food. That's obviously where they cook food. Look, they're going there for food. Good. So. Okay, so that's looking alright, I'm assuming. Okay. I know there's a drought coming, thank you for telling me. Okay, so got to admit, it's very simple to play. Right, so you've got that, so you are, what are you now? You are production limits, so right, so now if you reach your open production limits, so production limits, so does that mean I've maxed out? So how then do I? How do I then? We maxed out on scrap. Okay. So how do I increase production limits? Is $1 million question. If I go like that, increase by 10, what does that happen? So if we go by 100, increase by 200, what suffers? Let's go to the old production. Let's go to this one here. Raiders, barter trade deals, research, storage. Each must be stored so it can be reduced by settlers. Stockpile resource automatically with sufficient storage capacity exists. Each storage is in. Not all buildings have a storage resource. Most buildings production limits. Here we are. Production limits. A production limit can be specified for each resource. The settlement stops producing a certain resource when the production limit is reached. Settlers start again as soon as the resource is called about quantity. Town centres can store any resource except water. Which type of resources are supposed to be stored in the town centre can be set at any time. Right, okay, so So this is obviously our town centre. Okay. So if we the bus wreck. So if I go and into this production limits, so let's push that up to that. We'll push you up, leave you at that. We're fine on all that lot. Let's keep an eye on cloth. Okay, let's keep an eye on that. Alright, see what happens there then. Food limits. So you're up to, so you are, your storage capacity is running low. Storage capacity. Let's now go back to the old survival guide. Storage capacity. Let's go to storage capacity of the buildings. Where did we find that? Using tasks. Storage. Here we go. Not all buildings. Most buildings can only store resources need settlers bin settlers inventory. Town centre upgrades can be upgraded up to 2 times. Each upgrade increases its storage capacity. First upgrade phase, increasing the storage capacity. Settlers can visit, increase their confidence. So campfire, storage, temporary storeroom, warehouse. Any resource like water. Okay. Right, so that's full. So if we go over to here, if I understand this correctly, so if I understand this correctly, so this is going workers inventory. Inventory is storage is 65%. If we do, so it's store, that's not got much in it. So if I go over to, if we go over to your fault, you are not planted yet. You are what? You're the hunting lodge, hunting captures. If I go over to here, if I go to buildings, right, we want logistics gives us temporary storeroom, resources, currently sell water. So I'll build a temporary storeroom. I bet nobody likes living near it. I don't know. If we put a temporary storeroom just kind of like there, hopefully I can build it, yeah. And that, see, information, let's see what that does. Okay. Let's see what that does. Because they're full, so people aren't really kind of. I'm not really sure what I'm doing is the right thing, really, but how are you getting on? Plenty of water, the drought coming, so you are gradually running out of resources. We'll have to move your work area, see with us at some point. I mean, at some point you then have to effectively, so I can keep this up, we can move that as much as we want to kind of get more resources. I might do that now actually. So if we go like that and I push you that way, this stacks there, but if I kind of get you over here first, clear all this scrap first of all. Yeah, once I've done that, clear that scrap, because you can move that to your heart's content there. These are quite happy. Alright, okay. Right. Hunting, let's go to the hunting lodge. A hunting lodge is at the moment, there is what's kind of like, if I go to here, so there's, if I move you kind of that way, there's, look. Okay, put you there. You're kind of working over there. Bit of a long way for you to go, mind you, but yeah. Right, so again, I'm still not entirely confident I can see all the food we've got. Production limit is 5,000. We've got a long way to go. Drought's coming. I know there's a drought. I wish you could dismiss these. We've got a new family. So we've now got 15 adults and 12 kids. We're going to need to build some houses soon, I think. Let's get that. Let's go on to that now. Let's go to that now. So what we want to do, keep up the older, keep it up the layout. So we're going to structure. We go to housing. If we go to housing and then we go cabin, and we're going to go rotate, rotate, rotate. Not too many rotations. 1, 2, 3. That hopefully gives us 3 more, just to make sure we've got enough. Go and line them up correctly. I hope I've lined them up. That would be odd if I haven't. What we'll then do, just because so it's no dead ends or anything. Probably completely unnecessary. We're going to go like that, and I'm going to go one click to there, and we're going to go. That's done. So cool. Collect those dirt roads together there. Let's get them built. So let's have a look at what workers we've got now. What free workers we've got? No free workers. We've got 4 on water carrying. We've got, what are you refining? Let's have a look what you've got going on with you there. So you're making cloth. So where is that going? So where is that being stored? Where can I see? So we've got cloth. So where are you getting stored? That's what I don't. This is what I'm struggling to understand. Where are you going? We've got 18 cloth. We've got 18 radiation protection. Right, so we're doing it then. So if I then go to building and I go to, if we go to, I'm building a temporary storeroom. We know that. Food station, upgrade warehouse. We ain't got a warehouse because we haven't got through research. Technology. If we go, that's not technology. If we go research station, you need 7 plastic. We're not doing plastic, are we? Electricity. I'm assuming we're going to need research. Unlock through research. Taylor's workshop. Let's put you up here. Let's get you all out of the way. Let's get you built on the edge of the forest there. Herbal hut. Herbal hut. Let's put herbal hut. Let's have a look. People like living in herbal huts. Herbal. Let's get you up there as well. Let's get you up here. Let's go rotate. I'm assuming it'll help if you're in a forest. I'll get you built up there. What else can we build? Workshop. What do you build? Workshop. You charcoal. Charcoal kilns from wood. We'll build that at some point, I'm assuming. Tools that I need for any type of work, but you need metal. You need metal. Okay. Alright, okay, so decorations, wood chimes, flower bed. Ooh. Sounds fancy. Community. What does a pub need? Liquor or joints can be consumed. You know, we know what they did in the Endzone. They just drank and got stoned, basically. But you're going to need tools. We need to think about how we start making. We've got plenty of tools, plenty of wood. You take 80. So we're going to build a pub. Every good settlement needs a pub. It's an absolute. It's the law. A nice little pub. I didn't check as to what people thought about living next to said pub, but I'm sure they'll love it. Let's connect that road up together there. Perfect. They're full, so come on, you like them using that? More types of food. I wonder if it's because I've not got people pointed at. Okay, we'll have to see. Okay. So you're going to need a options. So we've built a temporary storeroom. Freed from. We've built that. I've got no idea what I'll like. Look, see, yeah, dropping stuff in there already. Perfect. Perfect. How long have we been going for? Right. I've been going about 50 minutes, I think. I'm enjoying this. This is really. Oh, hang on. There's a drought. There's a drought. Yep. There's a drought. That is a drought and half. That is. Cool. Oh yeah, that is a proper drought. Heavens to Murgatroyd. That's it. That water tank's full, so not a problem there. What's food looking like? Have we got enough food to get us through? That is another question that we shall find out. Alright. That is a drought and a half. Let's see to the end of the drought, which is quite a long time. So you are water source. That's not a problem. Again, I am playing on an easier mode, so therefore it's not going to completely kill us. Well, hopefully it won't anyway. Which is the point of playing on an easier mode, so you don't die horribly. What is that up there? Ooh, house ruin. Ooh, interesting. So I assume what we can do is just gradually. I mean, shouldn't at some point you're going to go, that's too far to walk. So at some point you're going to eventually move your scrapyard further out. So I suppose as am I thinking about it, if I'm thinking from a city builder point of view, the more you clear the local area, the more you expand out, therefore the more then you move your buildings out. So I'm looking here, I've already kind of boxed my houses in here. So what I'd probably end up doing is moving these buildings further out this way, extend housing out more that way, and gradually extend it that way. Yeah, so it would. Yeah, so anyway, I want to see the end of this drought to see how long it's going to go on for ages. I tell you what I'm going to do. I am going to go pause. I'm going to go. Obviously, it's the Trouserman tries. The point Trouserman tries is I try it. Pleasing the name really. So anyway, let me know what you thought. Again, I've got to admit, I think it's a lovely game to play. I do like this. This is, for me, it's fantastic. It's so easy to. I need to put something in the pub. Ooh, though, you've got nothing to fish, have you, sir? Ooh, you now work in the brewery industry. We need 2 farms, don't we? Let's get a water carrier out because there's no water to gather, is there really? A herbalist again. We're getting the water to carry. It would be interesting to know whether, if you assign a worker to a settler to a profession, they get better at that profession, therefore become more efficient. So therefore, in moving people around, are you doing more of a harm to yourself? That would be interesting if that was a feature. I don't think it is, personally. So I go to the water carriers, I go to Benjamin. He's been doing that for current professional water carrier. Obviously, water carriers, you carry water from here to there. And I just wonder whether, like I said, whether it would be a feature, because obviously I'm moving people here, there and everywhere. Say for example, the longer you become a fisherman, do you get better at being a fisherman, therefore you catch more food, therefore you become a more efficient fisherman. Same with hunter. If I keep dropping them in and out, would I actually do myself harm by swapping and changing who my hunter is? Do you think, again, it's kind of like, it would be interesting if the people in the professions get better at what they're doing, the more they do it, the longer they do it, therefore it would be detrimental for you to actually move them out of that profession. I don't think it is, from what I can see, but for me, I suppose it should be really, because hunting is a skilled profession. But anyway, right, I'm going to leave it here, because otherwise it will be just one more go. Again, second week on the trot. This is another game that I would love to carry on playing, featuring the Trouserman tries. I know if you look on YouTube, it's all over YouTube at the moment, but it's something that I'd love to try. I'd love to carry on with this because I enjoy it. So let me know what you think. Let me know if you've enjoyed it. Let me know if you've played it yourself. I don't know why I'm doing this for. Just amusing myself. Let me know what you thought about it. Let me know if you've tried it yourself. Let me know how you've gone on. Obviously, I'm playing on easier setting, therefore it's easy, but that's what I want to do. I want to enjoy myself. But anyway, let me know what you thought. Hit the like, subscribe button, helps out loads, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks very much. Bye.